The winds howled through the cliffs of Berk as Hiccup and his dragon, Toothless, soared high above the village. Yet as always, peace never lasted long in Berk. After the events with Grimmel and the Light Fury, Hiccup had grown used to a quieter life. It began with a strange sighting. A distant mountain peak, shrouded in mist, had been spotted on the far side of the ocean by the scouts. It was an island none of them recognized, and its appearance seemed unnatural. It was as if it had risen suddenly from the depths of the sea. "We have to check it out," Hiccup said, his voice barely concealing his excitement. He was now the chief of Berk, with responsibilities he couldn't ignore, but the call of adventure was irresistible. The decision was made. He'd take a small team with him, including Astrid on Stormfly, Fishlegs with Meatlug, and the twins Roughnut and Toughnut on their wild dragon, Barf and Belch. Together, they packed supplies and set off for the mysterious island. After 2 days of travel, they finally approached the island, which seemed even stranger up close. Sharp, jagged rocks jutted out of the ground, and the trees were twisted in unusual shapes, as though they'd grown in a place with different rules. The dragons hesitated, their instincts sensing something unusual. As they flew closer, Toothless let out a low growl, his eyes scanning the dark trees below. Hiccup rubbed his neck reassuringly, but even he couldn't shake off a feeling of unease. They decided to land at the base of a cliff to explore on foot. "The ground, it feels warm. Do you feel that?" Fishlegs whispered, his voice barely louder than the breeze. The dragons stayed close, alert and wary of their surroundings. Indeed, the ground beneath their feet was strangely warm, as if there was something stirring beneath it. Astrid knelt, touching the soil. "It's like there's a fire underground," she said, frowning. Their conversation was cut short by a deep rumbling from below, followed by a sudden rush of air. The ground split open, and they barely scrambled out of the way as a massive creature erupted from the earth. It was unlike any dragon they'd ever seen, a creature with molten lava flowing across its scales and eyes that glowed a fierce red. "A lava drake," Fishlegs gasped, his eyes wide. "I've only read about them. They're supposed to be extinct." The creature roared, its breath sending waves of hot steam and embers into the air. Hiccup looked at Toothless, giving him a nod, and they leapt into the sky, drawing the creature's attention. The dragons instinctively retreated, each wary of the powerful new foe. "Rough Tough, cover the ground," Hiccup shouted. The team sprang into action, working together to surround the beast. "Astrid, see if you can distract it from the left." Toothless darted in and out, firing plasma blasts at the lava drake, but the creature was unfazed, its fiery skin almost absorbing the attacks. Stormfly tried pelting it with spikes, but the dragon didn't flinch. Realizing they couldn't beat it with force alone, Hiccup quickly scanned the area, searching for a weakness. That's when he noticed something. The glow on the lava drake's chest dimmed slightly with every attack. It was a small window, but it was their only chance. They coordinated their attacks, timing them precisely. Stormfly launched spikes, Meatlug hurled rocks, and Barf and Belch swung in with a blast of their own. At last, Toothless fired a powerful plasma shot directly at the chest, hitting the exact spot Hiccup had pointed out. Exhausted, the group gathered together, each feeling the weight of what they'd faced. Hiccup and Astrid looked back toward Berk. "Just when you think you've seen it all," Astrid said with a smile. Hiccup grinned, patting Toothless on the head. "Guess there's always something waiting there." If you like the video, please hit the subscribe button, like and share the video. Thank you for watching.